one thing I've observed is people don't talk nearly enough about worldview before they marry somebody. Because what I think a pattern I've seen, let me know if I'm seeing reality here, I'm imagining this, but you'll have a Muslim woman who is, say, sort of progressive Muslim and has thought about why she believes what she believes very carefully. And she'll meet a guy who's functionally very progressive when they get married, who doesn't seem to be at conflict with her values at all. But it's because he's not taking religion all that seriously at all in his life stage. And as he starts to take it more seriously, he starts to go in the more sort of traditionalist, more Salafi leaning direction, and that causes problems. Is that something that, am I imagining that? Is that something that's happening?
No. This is actually very real. And that's why a big part of my coaching is on relationships. So it's about dating. I'm creating a course for my students called, Attracting Your Ideal Soulmate. Because, yes, there's all this big vision of leadership of Muslim women and all of that stuff. But women in their 20s and 30s, their burning questions are going to be about relationships and marriage and romance and all of that stuff. So I am that kind of like that cool auntie, right? That they can come to and ask the questions they can't ask their mom, or the mom is going to be horrified, like, what dating? What do you mean? So in my coaching, what I help them to do is really the foundational piece of any kind of self-development is to get to know your own thinking, right? Think about your own thinking, get to know your own brain and examine your thinking, examine your belief systems. And that's how kind of the empowerment starts. So part of that is also as you begin to get to know yourself, that's the first step in emotional intelligence, you also begin to understand why people act the way they do. What's going on with them. You learn how to spot red flags. Now, if somebody is today kind of progressive, and then starts changing later on, hopefully, if she's one of my students, she would have learned enough about how to engage with Islam, how to engage with Qur'an, that she will be able to counter all the things he's learning from, the more strict versions of Islam. And hopefully, if she has taken, my course and found her mate the way I teach them to, then it is somebody, her husband and her are able to communicate, resolve conflict through mutual understanding, all of those things, so that he continues to engage with her and understands that maybe what I'm hearing in the mosque is actually not true, number one, and quite damaging for my family.